Thank you. Let the record show at 6 o'clock. We'll call our meeting to order. Sarah, will you do the roll call, please?
Jim Whitaker.
Here.
Linda Barnhart.
Present.
Garrett Goff.
Here.
Buchanan Norton.
Present.
Tim Lewis.
Present.
Daniel Gant.
Here.
Michael Bush. Ronald Truitt.
Present.
Okay. We have a quorum. We have the agenda.
Move to approve.
Motion Mr. Goff to approve the agenda as submitted. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Truitt. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, the agenda is approved. Do we have anyone to speak under the open governmental? Okay, let the record show that there's no one that wants to speak to us tonight. Approval of meeting minutes.
Move to approve.
Motion Mr. Goff to
Second.
approve. Second by Mr. Truitt. Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? No.
Abstain.
Abstain due
Okay,
to
I
absence.
have two abstentions by Ms. Norton and Mr. Whitaker due to absence. Okay, we have three public hearings this evening. First one is Sheets 143 Inwood.
Yes, this is a request for sketch plan advancement. The project is Sheets 143 Enwood, and the file is 2210-314. The developer is Sheets Inc., and the engineer is Stifler, McGraw and Associates. It's located in the Mill Creek District, tax map 6K, parcel 3, and is located at the intersection of Winchester Avenue and Middleway Pike. The developer is proposing the demolition of the existing Sheets store and redevelopment of a new 6,132 square foot sheet store with 5 gas pumps. This site is approximately 1.1 acres and will be served by public water and sewer. At the March 4th, 2024 Planning Commission meeting, the developer was granted waivers to the following subdivision ordinance requirements. Section 503B requiring a 75 front setback, 15-foot side setback, and 25-foot rear setback. Section 504E, which requires a maximum impervious coverage of 80% for commercial sites served by public water and sewer, and Section 801.1.6.c, requiring a minimum 10-foot vegetative planting strip between any parking areas and street right-of-way. On February 20th, 2024, County Engineer Doug Smith deemed the above-mentioned project compliant with the subdivision ordinance. The sketch plan meets the requirements of the subdivision ordinance, therefore staff recommends advancement of the sketch plan to the preliminary plan stage.
Okay, thank you. Do we have anyone to represent the Sheets 143 Inwood?
Hi, Eric Banks, Stiff McGraw and Associates.
Thank you. Okay, this is a public hearing. If you have questions or you have comments regarding this project, this is your opportunity to make those known.
There are no comments. I move to close public hearing.
Let the record show that there is no comments. I have a motion from Mr. Goff to close public hearing.
Second.
Second by Mr. Whitaker. Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Public hearing is now closed. Planning Commission, do you have questions of Mr. Banks or the staff?
There are no questions. I'll make the motion. We accept staff recommendation. Sketch plan meets the requirements of subdivision ordinance. I'll make the motion. We advance the sketch plan to preliminary plan stage.
Second.
I have a motion, Mr. Gantz, second by Mr. Goff, to accept staff recommendation, and that is to advance the sketch plan to the preliminary plan stage. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any questions? Motion passes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, the next public hearing is Falling Waters Industrial Center.
Yes, this is another request for sketch plan advancement. The project is Falling Waters Industrial Center, Lot 6D, file 2401-018. The developer is Rental Properties, Inc., and the engineer is Fox and Associates. It's located in the Falling Waters District, tax map 14, parcel 11.16, and is located at the end of Lansdale Court, east of Langston Boulevard in the Falling Waters Industrial Center. The developer is proposing a 30,000 square foot warehouse with a 2-story section which will consist of a 5,000 square foot showroom and 5,000 square foot office. The total site is 3.35 acres and will be served by public water and sewer. At the January 2nd, 2024 Planning Commission meeting, the developer was denied a waiver to Section 801 of the subdivision ordinance for a reduction from 44 parking spaces to 232 spaces. On March 3rd, 2024, County Engineer Doug Smith deemed the above-mentioned project compliant with the subdivision ordinance. The sketch plan meets the requirements of the subdivision ordinance, therefore staff recommends advancement of the sketch plan to the preliminary plan stage.
Okay, do we have anyone to represent the project this evening?
Gordon Poffenberg with Fox and Associates.
Thank you. Okay, this is a public hearing. Questions or comments are needed at this time.
If there is no one, I move to close public hearing.
Record show that there is no one to speak from the public.
Second.
A motion by Mr. Goff, second by Mr. Truitt to close public hearing. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Public hearing's now closed. Planning Commission members, how about you? Do you have questions of Mr. Hoffenberger or of the staff?
There are no questions. I'll make the motion. We accept staff recommendations. Sketch plan meets the requirements of the subdivision ordinance. I'll make the motion. We advance the sketch plan to the preliminary plan stage.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion from Mr. Gantz, second by Mr. Goff, to accept staff recommendation, and that is to advance the project to the preliminary plan stage. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any questions? The motion passes. Thank you.
Thank you.
The next public hearing is Tractor Supply.
Yes, this public hearing is a request for sketch plan advancement. The project is Tractor Supply Company, file 2402-034. The developer is Reese Real Estate Development, and the engineer is SE3 LLC. Project's located in the Mill Creek District, tax map 6K, parcel 17, and tax map 6F, parcel 15. This site's located southeast of the intersection of Jaredstown Road and Winchester Avenue, just west of the intersection of Sophronia Boulevard and Jaredstown Road. The developer is proposing a 21,930 square foot Tractor Supply store on 5.17 acres to be served by public water and sewer. No waivers or exceptions have been requested. On March 7th, 2024, County Engineer Doug Smith deemed the above-mentioned project compliant with the subdivision ordinance. The sketch plan meets the requirements of the subdivision ordinance, therefore staff recommends advancement of the sketch plan to the preliminary plan stage.
Okay, do we have anyone to represent Tractor Supply?
Keith Carter, Reese Real Estate Development Company.
Are you here all the way from Dallas, Texas?
No, Cincinnati.
Oh, okay. Okay, this is a public hearing. Questions or comments, please?
There is no one, I move to close public hearing.
Let the record show that there's no comments. Have a motion from Mr. Goff to close the public hearing. Second by Mr. Truitt. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Public hearing is now closed. Planning Commission members, how about you? Do you have questions of Mr. Carter or of the staff?
There are none. I'll make the motion. We accept staff recommendation. Sketch plan meets the requirements of the subdivision ordinance. Make the motion. We advance the sketch plan to the preliminary plan stage.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion, Mr. Gantz, second by Mr. Goff. Accept staff recommendation on Tractor Supply, and that is to advance the sketch plan to the preliminary plan stage. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any questions? Motion passes. Thank you. Finishes the public hearings. We have preliminary plan approval, Baker Heights Garage.
Yes, this is a request for preliminary plan approval. The project is Baker Heights Garage, Berkeley County Public Service Sewer District. The file is 2304-129. The developer is the Berkeley County Public Service Sewer District, and the engineer is the Thrasher Group. It's located in the Arden District, tax map 11, parcel 68, and is located on Apeckin Lane, approximately a quarter mile south from the Apeckin Lane, Apeckin Connector Road intersection. This project proposes a 6,250 square foot storage garage on 3.42 acres for the private use of the adjacent Berkeley County Public Service Sewer District sanitary sewer treatment plant. No waivers or exceptions have been requested. On March 20th, 2024, County Engineer Doug Smith deemed the above-mentioned project compliant with the subdivision ordinance. The preliminary plan meets the requirements of the subdivision ordinance, therefore staff recommends approval of the preliminary plan.
Do we have anyone to represent the project?
Brad Mister with the Thrasher Group.
Yeah. Planning Commission members, do you have questions of Mr. Messer or of the staff?
There are none. I'll make the motion. We accept staff recommendation. Preliminary plan meets requirements of subdivision ordinance. Make the motion. We approve the preliminary plan.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion by Mr. Gantz, second by Mr. Goff, to accept staff recommendation, and that is to approve the preliminary plan for Baker Heights Garage. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next is preliminary final plat approval, Castle OM Estates.
Yes, this is a request for preliminary final plat approval. The project is Casa Olm Estates. The file is 2209-266. The developer is Hargo Bencalsa, and the engineer is Greenway Engineering. It's located in the Apecan District, tax map 4, parcel 18.2. The site's located at 681 Carlisle Road, approximately 0.70 miles east of the intersection of Carlisle Road and Scrabble Road. The developer is proposing 3 residential lots consisting of a 2.37 acre lot, a 4.23 acre lot, and a 7.12 acre lot with a 48.58 acre residue. All lots are to be served by private well and septic. On March 21st, 2024, County Engineer Doug Smith deemed the above-mentioned project compliant. The project's found to be in compliance with the subdivision ordinance, therefore staff recommends approval of the preliminary final plat.
Do we have anyone to represent the project this evening?
Yes, my name is Mark Mezzanot. I'm with JHA Consulting. I used to be with Greenway Engineering. The project is now with JHA Consulting. Also, the owner is here. If anybody has any questions?
Okay, thank you very much. Planning Commission members, do you have questions of the applicant, representative, or the applicant?
There are none. I'll make the motion. We accept staff recommendation. Project's found to be in compliance with the subdivision ordinance. Therefore, I make the motion. We approve the preliminary final plat.
Second.
I have a motion from Mr. Gantz, second from Mr. Goff, to accept staff recommendation, and that is to approve the preliminary final plat. All those in favor?
Aye.
Questions? Motion passes. Thank you. The next project is Gant Family.
I'm going to recuse for conflict of interest.
Let the record show that Mr. Gantz recusing himself.
This is a staff report for request for preliminary final plat approval. The project is Gant Family Limited, file 2402-036. The developer is Gant Family Limited, the surveyor is CEC Inc. The project's located in the Hedgesville District, tax map 34, parcel 5, and is located at 1812 Hedgesville Road, approximately 2,400 feet north of the Hedgesville Road and Harlan Springs Run intersection. The developer is proposing the creation of 3 lots. Lot 1 is 5 acres and improved with an existing single-family dwelling. Lot 2 is 55.39 acres, and Lot 3 is 43.15 acres. Lot 1 is currently served by private well and septic, and Lots 2 and 3 will be served by public water and sewer. No waivers have been requested. On March 28th, 2024, County Engineer Doug Smith deemed the above-mentioned project compliant with the subdivision ordinance. The project is found to be compliant with the subdivision ordinance, therefore staff recommends approval of the preliminary final plat.
Okay, do we have anyone to represent the project?
My name is Lane Tobin for Civil and Environmental Consultants, and we were the surveyor on this project.
Planning Commission members, do you have questions of Mr. Tobin or the staff?
Hearing no questions, I make a motion that we, for approval, of preliminary final plan.
Second.
I Okay, I have a motion by Mr. Lewis, second by Ms. Norton, to approve the preliminary final plat for Gant Family Ltd. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Okay, moving right along, final plat determination. Let the record show that Mr. Gant is rejoining the meeting. Stony Ridge, Section 5, lots 57 through 63.
Yes, this is a request for final plat determination. The project is Stony Ridge, Section 5, lots 57 through 63, file 2211-348. The developer is Stony Ridge LLC, and the surveyor is Roberts Land Surveying. It's located in the Mill Creek District, tax map 5, parcel 44. The site's located on the west side of Henshaw Road, approximately 1.5 miles from the intersection with Jarrettstown Road. This final plat proposes 7 single-family lots on approximately 8.62 acres to be served by public water and sewer. No waivers or exceptions have been requested. On March 28th, 2024, County Engineer Doug Smith deemed the above-mentioned project compliant. The final plat meets the requirements of the subdivision ordinance, therefore staff recommends final plat determination and advertising of a public hearing for consideration of final plat approval at the May 6, 2024 Planning Commission meeting.
Thank you. Do we have anyone to represent?
Bless you.
Yes, Mike Roberts, represent the project.
Thank you. Planning Commission members, do you have questions of Mr. Roberts or of the staff?
There are no questions. I'll make the motion. We accept staff recommendation. Final plat meets requirements of the subdivision ordinance. Therefore, I'll make the motion the final plat determination be advertised for a public hearing for consideration of final plat approval on May 6, 2024 Planning Commission meeting.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Gant, second by Mr. Goff, to accept staff recommendation, and that is to conduct a public hearing at which time the final plat will be considered for approval at May 6, 2024. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any questions? Motion passes. Huh? What'd you say?
Thanks.
Okay, do we have anything from staff, council, discussion, motion? Nothing?
They probably don't know about those dates. Yeah. No, so,
We know nothing.
yeah, Sarah can't hear when we don't talk in the microphone, that's fine. So County Commission decided to have, 2 other roundtable meetings that will involve themselves as well as developers and, surveyors, engineers, whomever wants to come. It'll be sent out to the listserv. Right now, we're waiting for those dates to be set, and they're going to book a room at, I think, the Holiday Inn to hold the roundtable. So once those dates are set, we'll let everybody know, obviously. But
But the dates have not been set.
no, they gave us a handful. We're talking first week of April, second week of April, third week of April, and then May. So it's based on county commission's availability plus our availability, but it's going to be April or May.
Okay, thank you very much. Anything else?
If not, I move to adjourn.
I was going to have to wake you up on that one.
Well, I didn't know if you were going to ask.
I have a
Legal.
motion by Mr. Goff at 6:19 to adjourn. We need a second.
Second.
Second, Mr. Truitt. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?